I'm using Cloud Code, Anti-Gravity, and Codex, and why does every one of them keeps forgetting everything? So if you want to learn more, then watch this video. Okay, so um so if you're wondering why every new chat feels like hiring a new intern with amnesia, it's like, so what are we working on again? This is their favorite line. Like every time I open anti-gravity, my Hermes agent remembers everything. But when I want to work with anti-gravity, when I want to work with Codex, when I want to try the video editing skills on Codex or Claude Code, they always ask the same question. What are we working on again? And so sometimes built-in memory is helpful, but it's not your whole project brain. Well, it's not the whole brain, to be honest. Like, so if we use memory alone, I just asked it last month to remember that I paid for my gym membership. It was on 27. Now I ask it today. I forgot when was my. I ask it just to check, of course. When did I pay for my gym membership? And it didn't remember a single thing. So I was like, huh? Didn't it put it on my own knowledge base? So that was on my mistake, on my part. But having a visible knowledge base would have helped fix things for me a lot way more sooner when I started using Hermes agent or whatever coding AI agent you have. So you don't need to replace your memory. Okay, you don't need to replace your memory. You can still use Nemesis, Hindsight, Honcho, whatever you prefer, Gbrain. Yeah. So before it works, it needs a base. Okay. So actually, if you're using LLM Wiki, you have everything. If you have that skill, but we always, if you are gonna start from scratch, if you are gonna be creating your own knowledge base, then it's up to you on how you're gonna make it. Actually, we'll be skipping this part of the slides. I asked my AI agent to do the slides. I checked it. I was gonna explain it, but everyone has their own concepts of knowledge base. Maybe this one has a lot of clients if they're a freelancer and they want their whole knowledge base to be based on their clients and less more prioritize on them, on their AI agents. Or maybe myself, I am a student, so all of them are focused like I have my clients here, I have my studies here, I have my personal projects here. So it's kind of a modified LLM wiki on myself. So it depends on how you'll be using your knowledge base. So for those people who don't know what a knowledge base is or an LLM wiki, this is just it. It's an organized set of markdown files. If you want to use OKF, if you want to use the new Google's one, or if you want to create your own knowledge base, feel free as long as it keeps facts. Okay, we need to keep facts on those markdown files because if we're not gonna be keeping anything, who knows what your memory come up with? Like, I remember asking my AI agent because it was my AI agent was hosted, my Hermes was hosted on AVPS, and now I'm hosting it on my own PC since like I wanna do computer use, video use. I wanna ask it to edit some of my short form videos, but the only problem is that my AI agent keeps saying that, oh, I recall this from I recall this from the memory that you are using a VPS. I was like, what? I remember I talked to him about like, oh, we're moving you now to my PC, to my own desktop. Why are you still speaking about VPS? That was months ago. I mean, it's nice. It's still remembered things a few months ago. But why? Currently, but I'm using Nemesis right now. Nemesis, the memory provider for Hermes. But I started to use anti-gravity because you can't use anti-gravity on the Hermes, by the way. It's bannable. Don't try it. When I want to use the plain codex or even the open code, I wanted to try whether it can check my wiki, fix my wiki, plan out things with me. It's nice. It's really good. So that's why having a knowledge base to try out different products like FreeBuff, CodeBuff. We have so many coding agents now. And I wanted to test them out without the memory. I can't really use them. Even this video has its own base. Why AI agents forget? It has its own README. this slides.html. If you can check slides.html and then the script prompt, because I yap to it, like I yap to my AI agent, it has its own workflow on the wiki. So I always tell my wiki to, I always ask my AI agent to, hey, please check the wiki. That's just it. So my part is like, you can change the agent, but your workflow needs to stay because that's important. If you're working on an important client, you really can't lose your workflow. That's why I have my LLM wiki. I mean, my knowledge base. I have my knowledge base kept on Mega and also on Google Drive. Now, this is a practical AI channel. So, I mean, that's the whole point of my channel. I haven't even introduced myself. My gosh, but like, hi, I'm Paul. I created this video to teach more people to to give people advice on how to use AI practically. So I use cheap models a lot, even though I have Codex plan. I use them a little bit for auditing, but I use Mimo 2.5 to create this whole video. Last video I asked DeepSeek, but for now I use Mimo because I've been testing cheaper models. But what do you think, guys? It looks nice, right? This full slide. Even the meme was on point. I asked it to take a look at the memes. But as I've said, cheaper models cannot one-shot things. I've asked it to create a plan, and then I've approved of it, and it did a great job. It did a great job, man. So yeah, so here's what happens. If you ask a cheaper model to do the work even on Hermes agent, it's not gonna remember that you have your own wiki. So I just always say that, hey, orient yourself with the wiki. I mean, it's not gonna waste a lot of your time. Hey, just check the wiki, update the logs, and that's it, thanks. And then we have a new idea, check the wiki, that's it. That's the whole process, right? Now, if I ask Claude to like, I think Claude is more, if I think Claude is more creative, then I'll just switch to Claude Code immediately. I'll ask it, hey, my Hermes agent did something in the wiki, check the logs please. And then Claude would check what ideas it created, how it created this whole video, and then like, oh, sounds fine. I'll just put it on the logs, I guess. And then we're gonna go back to my Hermes agent, and then, oh, Claude, just check your work and sounds good. I think just check the logs. See, it's just a back and forth between agents. I know it's quite tiring, to be honest, if you're gonna be using that, but if you can't pay for the API keys and you only have those the OAuth, then you can use it quite practically. Now, yeah, as I've said, give them a starting ritual, like having a README. I have a README on my agents, which is like README index. I have ClaudeMD, I have agents.md, just for them to introduce, just for having the AI agents introduced to the wiki, just to double check everything. They should read the whole wiki usage or whatever the index, so they're oriented, so they can use the wiki properly and not mess things up. Okay. So yeah, I mean, like, you don't need a giant second brain first. If you wanted to start small, I suggest you get a wiki. You get the LLM wiki skill, and if you think that's good, then use that. If you don't think that's good, then you can create your own. Not just relying on the memory. And yeah, I guess that's it. Stop making your AI guess your whole project. That's the whole point of the video. You need to keep the useful context visible for you to read itself. Because AI is never gonna, like, you're not really sure whether the AI is gonna be deviating from the results that you actually wanted. So that's why you need a wiki or a knowledge base. I've been saying wiki, but you can create your own knowledge base. There are a lot of people, even better than me, that is managing their own workflows or their own knowledge bases. I forgot that creator, but yeah, I'm gonna have him in the comments on which creator it is. They are sharing their on how they create their knowledge bases so that they can use Codex, Cloud Code, so they can use everything. And yeah, I guess that's it. If you've learned a lot, then please feel free to subscribe and I'll post more practical AI stuff like this. Bye. Have a great day.